or 40 of them. Okay, let's just start our morning MAO right now. All right, morning to you, Brian. Morning to you, Fred. Morning to you, Judy. Ah, Judy, listening to me live while you drive. Fantastic. Okay, now today is the 3rd of November. Today is Wednesday, and today is the very first day FOMC meeting will start. So we do expect the market to be sideways, or they may actually do some profit taking ahead of the FOMC result. All right, so this is something that I can share you early in the morning. So today, the why or the pictures, right? Obviously, every day when I put pictures, there's a reason, and it represents my little sharing. Now, Zillow, one of the companies that do flipping of properties, they just sold 7,000 houses at below market value. I mean, if the economy is doing very well, why would Zillow want to do that? That is, again, very surprising move from Zillow. We'll cover that a little bit. Then, of course, we have the Squid game token. Oh my goodness, this token came down. Sorry, it went up first from $2, went up to $2,860 over dollars. $2 to $2,000 in just 3 days. And of course, when people are just counting their eggs, counting their booty, straight away the coin slammed down. Now, slam down 10, 20, 30% is still within acceptance. It's pretty it's able to accept it by most people. But this coin, this token went down to almost zero. Oh my goodness, almost zero. Now 99%. Why can it happen like this? Because it's not real. It's not real. The whole thing was a sham. So now the thing is this, all right, people lost money. All right. Now, report says that about $3.4 million loss, but I don't think that is the only figure. I think it's more than that itself. Cannot be, right? So anyway, this will happen. Okay, I'll talk that about later on. Now, of course, we have our fear and greed index, all right? And last night, because of the Dow Jones up to all-time high, S&P also, Nasdaq recovery, we are now at 78 already, 78. Now, is this a high level? It is a high level. And of course, the last time we saw it at 78, 77, we saw the Dow Jones pull back a little bit. So will that happen today? Well, it is a possibility. All right, once again, guys, good morning to you. Disclaimer apply. Do understand this. My job is to give you my view in the market. You're here to pick my brains, especially when I do the market analysis, and your job is to make sure that you make some money out of it. Okay. Now, do note nothing is 100%. If you accepted the above, you identify me. All right. Morning to you, Allison. Morning to you, Jake. All right. Good to see you once again. All right. Now, this is a very cute cartoon, as you can see, right? This is the bulldozer versus the bulldozy. All right. Now, what is happening? Now, if you are a bull, all right, if you are a bull, you have probably bulldozed yourself into very good profits. Like recently, itself, the Dow, the Nasdaq, S&P 500, even the Russell 2000 went all the way high. So DAX went to high, FTSE, everything, except two countries, China and Hong Kong. All right, now, I want to tell you this, my friends. You cannot do this in this current situation. A friend of mine told me that, Kel, wow, Hong Kong market down quite a fair bit. China market down a fair bit. Let's buy more Hong Kong and buy more China. Because if the market rebound, it'll be good to buy. I totally disagree with this statement. You know why I say that? Because you must understand, US is the big brother, right? And we all know that, right? If US catch a cold, the rest get a fever. So the problem now is this. The US market is at all-time high level, and yet China, Hong Kong are now at a lower rung. So of course, it is very possible that if, let's say, US start to come down fast, only an example, metaphor, if it come down very fast, then obviously, right, China, Hong Kong will come down even faster. Of course, you may say that, but argumentally, the market is near a low level. Maybe you'll find a base. Yeah, correct. You may find a base later on, but definitely, if the US market get some selling, right, China and Hong Kong, especially Hong Kong, will not benefit. So that's the reason why I totally disagree on that. So recently, when Alibaba share came down, right, I did say at about $130 can buy Alibaba, and indeed it went at 170, 170, 180. But after that, I tell people this: please get out, because this is not the right time to hold for long term. And truth be told, Alibaba share came back down again. All right. Similarly, right, when people ask me, right, can Tesla buy at about 1,200 yesterday? I say no, it will come back down to 1,100. And truth be told, Elon Musk came in and talked about his own stock again. So all these are valuation prices that you don't want to get yourself caught the wrong side. But of course, undeniable, if you're a bulldozer, you make a lot of money. So those who are bear now, right, will get the obaka. We call it as a black eye, because a lot of bear now are losing money because the market keep on going higher. Undeniable, that is a fact of the matter, right? One winner, one loser. All right, there's always a zero-sum game. Okay, all right. So yesterday itself, right, there's only one particular call I was very confident, and that call was DAX. Now, yesterday when I say DAX will go higher, indeed, what happened? You take a look at the DAX market. The DAX really goes up. Can you see that? And I say that DAX will go up to 15,909. I put that very specifically. The DAX will go to this figure. I was very confident. And what happened to the DAX market? Can you take a look right now? Did the market go according to plan? Well, I'm sure it did, because you see that the DAX really went up as per what we mentioned, all right? Because I know that from the momentum itself, DAX will go up higher. And when it broke past the pivot one, it goes up. So you can see that all the forecasts, okay, this is what happened before in the MAO. This is what happened after the MAO. And you can see that the market really goes up. All right. So again, our system really proved its value here itself. And of course, if you attended MAO, that will be pretty good for you, right? Okay, yeah, let's give a short moment. Okay. All right, so do pick my brain and do make money from the market. That's most important. Okay, so for us, our Hang Seng now, all right, now you can bring your, as long as you're a TWB student, you can invite your friends, all right, you can invite your family members, all right, to come down to watch us trade live. But of course, maximum 2 sessions, okay? So we can see that we are actually making very decent profit, all right? I don't say that we make tens of thousands per day, but to make a few $100s per day itself is really very possible, all right? Example, Elise, she's a brand new trader, but now she's racking about average about $200 per day on her own, and she stays as far as Jurong. So from Jurong, she had to travel all the way down to our area here near Sims, right? Not that easy. That this is called, determination to succeed. Okay, so of course, we have more and more people coming on board, and we can see we do have losses, guys. We do have losses, but at the end of the day, we come up with profit. That's the most important thing. Trading will have winning, trading will have losses. But if you tell me you have losses but no winning, that means that your system is not doing that well. All right, so take note of that. Okay, so what we have right now today, we have the US ADP numbers. All right, we're going to have the US ADP number. Okay, so the previously it was 568,000, and then the market today is expecting 400,000. So they are looking at the lower number. That is very surprising. And of course, today we have crude oil inventories, and recently the inventory shoot up, right? That's why crude oil came down from $84. And of course, the ISM non-manufacturing PMI, they're looking at about flat numbers, so we won't talk much about it. Okay, so guys, what is your take for today? Come on. Yes, tonight, ADP numbers. The winner will receive 6.88 ADA coin. It has to be precise, must be precise number. That means that if you're missing by one, then you don't get the price. If the number is the same, then of course we split the price. All right, guys, I'll give you now 30 seconds to put in your number. Put it right now. What number do you think tonight ADP will be? Now, I will give you my personal view. My personal view is this number. Okay, this is my personal view, okay? Okay, all right, my personal view itself. All right, let me see what's your number, everybody. Let's take a look. Okay, we have 403 from Allison, Brian 398, Chongming 484, Toming 468, Alex 408, Kinghua 388, Elvin 395. Wow, Michael Ang 681. Wow, wow, big number there. Wow, Terrence 530. Wow, okay. Melvin 385, Janet 386, Nicholas 411. Oh, very near mine. Okay, Fred 468. Wow, Han Yu 412. Wow, Andrew 414. Stay with me. Okay, Edmund 325, Judy 313, Cheng Hui 589, high number 393, Johnny 391, Jake, and 399, Anthony. All right. Okay, guys. Well, we will see tonight. We will know who the winner is. Okay, I'm gonna count out last 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, that will be all okay. All right. Now I understand that by moving MEO to 11 a.m., some people couldn't make it, but I no choice because we are doing Hang Seng Live every morning now. So if you if you feel that, hey Cal, let's do it in the morning, I can't do that for time being. Okay. So some people say, Cal, then I cannot do the guessing game. Yeah, a bit sad, but no choice. Huh? This is what we have to be. Okay, all right. Now Dow Jones last night went all the way up, no holding back. Why is that so? Because yesterday the Dow was a doji. Yesterday Dow was a doji day. Yesterday, the day before was doji. So when they were doji day, the next day, chances of a directional day is very, very high. And truth be told, it really happened. So what actually happened overnight? Let's take a look itself in the market. The S&P 500 rises to another record high again due to strong earnings. Dow gained 130 points overnight. Okay, so let's look at it. Now tonight, we are ahead of the key Federal Reserve decision. We have pretty good, strong corporate earnings from the third quarter. It was very strong, but I suspect the fourth quarter may not be that good, but the market doesn't seem to emphasize on that now. And of course, Russell also went up to close at all-time high. So the blue chips are up, the small caps are also up. So fundamentally now are probably at the epicenter of why stock market keeps rising, because epicenter stock and fundamental stocks are the one moving up. So now in short, the earnings season have been pretty decent. And of course, there will be people looking at profit margin to stay strong and people enjoy this. But of course, we know that the economic figures and the stock market doesn't seem to be, doesn't equate each other, right? Somewhere is wrong somewhere. So I shared you yesterday, right? The currently now, right? If the share buyback was not available, right? The bond yields, the bonds of the companies didn't get buyers coming in. The S&P 500 could be trading below 3,000 right now, but because there's so many buying from the share buyback, that causes the price to go higher. So Tesla yesterday cooled itself because this Elon Musk, the own CEO, the founder, says that they haven't signed the contract with the Hertz yet. So that's why the stock price in morning so-called last night, get down almost like $90, but very, very fast, the buyers came in to buy up. So I wonder, was it done on purpose to create volume in the market? But nonetheless itself, right, this Tesla is now the hottest property in terms of investment at the moment right now. And of course, there are also good reasons of why people now they don't care about the supply chain issue, they don't care about COVID, they don't care about the Federal Reserve, because now everybody is making money. Who cares? All right, I told you before, right, when the market is full of buying and the sentiment is strong, no one will care reality. This has been proven so many times when, since the start of stock market. So as long as the stock market has no concern for anything, the market will just keep on moving higher. Okay, what happened? Okay, let's give it a short moment here. So. Okay, all right. Okay. Sorry, just give me a moment. Excuse me. Okay, all right. So let's see what happened in the Dow Jones last night. Okay, the Dow Jones. Okay, the Dow Jones, right? The Dow Jones basically has a doji yesterday, So doji means that usually next day will be a directional day as long as the market stays above OP for buy. If it stays below OP for sell. But yesterday the KSI was green, although it's down tick, right? So what happened when the market opens in the morning? It opens, it go down first, hit the pivot 2, couldn't go down, recover and goes up. So that's why you can see the market, once it crossed back above OP, it was a buy. And because it's a DJDD, we can hold a position till the end of the day. And of course, with the market now above MLP, above MA30, above MA200, definitely the Dow Jones now is in a driving seat to go higher, right? So that is another reason why the Dow yesterday was a strong buy, right? So let's take a look yesterday on the chart. So the market basically came down first initially and beautifully it stopped here. When it stopped here, this guy is a BMB at the low of the day at that point. And of course, it basically stopped perfectly at the pivot 2. Now, don't you realize this? All our technique is out, right? You can see that the market will go towards there, stop there, and then rebound, or hit there, rejected. So as long as you know the numbers on your hand, you will know what to do in the market already. And of course, straight away at the bottom, you have a KSI jump. KSI jump means the boys are buying up. So truth be told, the market the buying came in. This is a BMB. This is a CCRY. So it's a CCRY, BMB, triggered pivot, KSI jump. Wow, that is the time to buy the Dow. And the Dow goes all the way up itself. That's the reason why you need the TWB system so that you will know exactly what to do. And of course, the teaching has been there for the longest of time. All right. So guys, this is what happened to the Dow Jones. As long as you continue doing it, you just stick to the buy because it's above OP and it's above pivot 2, CCRY, all the color change from red to yellow. You just stick to the buy side. Yesterday, you should make pretty good profit. All right. So yesterday was a very simple day. I hope that you make money. If you didn't make money, then you must know what went wrong. Okay, so that is the Dow Jones. Now, gold price, we had a bit of problem yesterday for gold. Now, gold price yesterday, the KSI is green, although it's down tick. There's no blue bars at the bottom. That means actually the market overall is bullish. But instead of going higher, the market opens and the opening price was above pivot 1. So with all the good reason to buy, the market must stay above OP. But once it goes below OP, that means that the impact of the pivot is no longer there. You notice that there's MLP, there's a moving average, at 1792. So when the market break 1792, it will go down to 1788, which actually really happened. And after that, it stopped there already. So again, all the MLP, the moving average, all these plays a very big part for us in terms of trading. So as long as you know that you can see the numbers on the chart, you just have to follow through. And of course, yesterday was a pretty tough day if you look at it. So the entire day itself, right, the gold just ding dong throughout the entire day. It's a very not easy way to trade because the market just couldn't go higher. And then of course the market favor downside because I told you before the KSI, although it's green, but it's a downtick. So it's a downtick itself, right? That's why the market kind of like, more inclination towards the downside. Okay, so yesterday was not an easy day to trade gold, but at least you know why the market came off because of the MLP and the MA. All right. Okay, so that will be the answer to watch out for. Okay, so with that, we move on. Now we have some news today. Now Biden says he will announce Fed chair pick fairly quickly with Jerome Powell terms up in February. So most likely Joe Biden will pick this Jerome Powell one. No need to see one. He'll pick. All right. There's no anyone else in mind already. All right. And BlackRock says that Federal Reserve could start raising interest rate as early as next September. So that means that they're talking about next September they'll hike rate. Okay, from BlackRock, one of the biggest hedge fund in the market. So of course, if that's the case, that means the tapering must finish within a year. So that's what I'm trying to say. And of course, we have history shows that usually by year end we have a rally, which is proven. And of course, later I'll share more with you. And this Jerome Powell is expected to announce the end of bond buying, because if you don't end the bond buying, you cannot have a first rate hike. So definitely bond buying must stop. Bond buying means that all the shares that all the companies have been giving out bonds, the buying stop already. That means there's no more money to share buyback. No share buyback, then reality will come in already. That's why I say the moment the share buyback stop, you can actually see the real S&P already. So of course, a Federal Reserve is not going to just only do just tapering. They also must see what they can do to ensure that whatever they've been doing the hard work for 1.5 years really pays off. That's why you can see Jerome Powell now is the main poster boy for all the news. And of course, Squid Game, oh my God. One particular cryptocurrency, crypto token, caused one Shanghai investor to lose as much as $28,000 after the coin plunged to near zero. Now, all these news are actually available on our TWB news telegram. So what happened is that we will inform you shortly later on. Susan will text you, do you want to join the TWB market news, so that you can actually look at the news on yourself, okay? All right, at the moment now we have 265 members. So if you guys want to join in, just contact Susan to bring you in. It's absolutely free, okay? All right, so let's look at some important market information for us today. Let's take a look. Now, history does shows pattern, obviously, so we are chartists. So what the history now to tell us about the year-end rally? Let's take a look, guys. Now, this is the Wall Street chart, okay, created by Bank of America. Now, Wall Street has entered its strongest seasonal period, and historical trend says that the recent momentum should carry over. the data points to a strong November and strong 3 months period. So basically, in short, right, October above average is about up by 1%. All right, below average is still got 0.62%. So this is quite pretty decent. So if when August to October is above average, right, November to April will be much higher. So it seems to be like this. If let's say August, October is good, then of course, moving forward as well, right, on average, right, November to January, the return is about 4% to as low as 2%. So which means that they are telling you, right, you just have to be a very simple investor, just buy and keep. The next 3 months, you should be making money. So that's what they're trying to say. So for me itself, it's even easier. I will now know that the market's at a high level, right? I won't chase, but I will let it come down first. Then I will buy it at a lower level, and then we buy. That's why this morning caption itself, right? I think you should take profit already. Then after that, take the money, keep at home, wait for a while until the price come down low, buy again. That is what we should do. All right, that is what a smart trader or savvy trader should do. So the year-end rally is often known as a Santa Claus rally, and obviously for a very long time, we do know, right, the foreigners, the Western powers, they like to do a bit of buying during the Christmas period. But of course, in 2019, we saw the craziest movement whereby the Dow Jones literally collapsed on Christmas Day itself. All right, that was Christmas Eve actually. So of course, there are some hiccup once in a while. All right, truth be told, right, majority of the time itself, the S&P 500 is up, so we can stick to that principle of that. Okay. So small caps actually hit new high, and that is my another concern. When you see small caps going new high, right, you should be very careful. So this is the 3-year chart of small cap, and you can see that it is going higher despite the pandemic and stuff like that. And of course, we have the major indices like Dow Jones, Nasdaq, S&P all doing high. It is quite easy to expect the Russell 2000, a smaller cap, to also follow. But you look at the chart wise itself, right? This is my own personal chart. This is my own personal drawing. Well, you can see that this is a bit of interesting here. The range between them itself is about 7,000. So by right, the market, if it goes up, right, should be up by 7,000. So now it's about 18,000. So maybe it's 24,500 level. All right. So I think that if the Russell go up higher, right, the most egregious point here, there should be some form of profit taking already. I don't think the Russell can go any more higher, but this is Russell 2000 index, 2000, sorry, error here, 2450, okay, 2450. This one is 700 points, sorry, my bad. 700 points was 2450, okay, 2450. Okay, it's a target here itself. Okay, for Russell 2000. All right, now this is the one, a Squid game. All right, apparently, right, there's this crypto token that was trading as high as 2860. Now, 3 days ago when I covered this story, it was at $2.20. So 3 days later, it hit 2860. So of course, what happened? Well, apparently this token anonymously, the creator is anonymous, collected at least 3.4 million in investor fund. I don't believe, I think the money is much, much more. Now, this is called a rug pull, which means that, right, the founder abruptly abandoned their project, take the investor money and run away. In short, it's a scam. So, of course, all these created loads of people's interest. And then after that, the white paper website all disappear already. All right. Okay. So how do we prevent such thing happening to yourself? Again, I bring it to you. Okay. First of all, the biggest flag is that it never had a dip. That means the coin keep on going higher, keep on higher. No coin will keep on going higher unless there's nobody involved. So therefore, right, when the coin go up 5 days, usually there's going to be a deep one. No deep means something is wrong already. It's a scam. The level of appreciation is always a concern. When it hit from a few cents to a dollar, okay, 20 times, 30 times, still normal. But when it go to $10 so fast, $20, $100, $1,000, the way it shoot up in just 3 days was ridiculous. So again, it was something that doesn't make sense. And of course, more important thing itself, right? None of the token founder can be found on LinkedIn. That means they don't have any, they cannot find the creator of this token. And of course, the white paper, the website got a lot of grammatical and spelling error. So that means that someone copy and paste. So imagine that, copy and paste website, grammar issues, founder cannot be found on LinkedIn, and you are holding like your token is worth $1 billion. Think about this, guys. Sometimes in life, you really need to see all these red flags. Then you know that you shouldn't be doing certain things. All right. So that's why I want to share this with you because I'm sure a lot of people are making a lot of money from token recently, and 10 times, 20 times, 30 times. So of course, you know, it's just that the day you enter the most and that one is a scam or the one fail, then you will lose all your money. Okay. Now this is the last one. Zillow is saying that it's going to close down home buying and business. Okay, and it cut as much as 25% of workforce. So what is happening right now, right? Zillow shares basically plunged after the news came out. But more important is because they want to sell away 7,000 homes for $2.8 billion to institutional investors, okay? Because they're going to unload their portfolio and stuff. Now, straight away, people start thinking of Lehman Brothers, because it happened again, right? People, basically, the property counters were not doing well. The assets was not even no one staying in. After that, that was a spiral down, and then the whole Lehman crisis happened, right? So for this company, Barton, they are still waiting for, they don't comment or deny the figures given by Bloomberg. And of course, we all know that, right? Okay, usually they will not tell you anything. They tell you there's no fire sale until things really happen. So usually when you're in a hype, you know, things happen like that. All right, so take note of that. That is the reason why I also think that the stock market is near the high level. We should consider to take some profit. Now, yesterday, the fear and greed index was 77, yet the market go higher. And now today, it went so much higher, the market is at 78. Okay, so what does it mean? Well, usually at 78 to 80 itself, right, it's a very high level already. So what we are seeing that, right, well, we are near the high, so maybe we can consider take some profit. But of course, some people say, no, it may go even higher to what, 85, 89, 92. Okay, I say the higher it go, the better for you. So maybe you can consider do some partial shorts first. Then as the price go higher with a technical point, then you short again, right? Wouldn't that be a better choice? So that is what I'm seeing right now. Hi, Kai from Germany, all the way from Germany. Thank you. All right, so guys, you got my point. Yeah, you should basically consider to take, take the market on and wait for it to come down first before you join in. Okay. All right. So with that, I covered the fundamental and the important stuff. Let's look at the charting right now. The bull goes smooth, the bear goes grrr, and the lemming go is different this time. Okay, all right. So everybody, let's take a look right now. Wow, Hong Kong is down some more. Wow. What happened? Let's take a look. Hong Kong, just now we were talking about Hong Kong moments ago, and I said that Hong Kong will likely go down further. All right, it's down, okay, but it's not the low yet. The low is 759, okay. So guys, take note of Hong Kong. China market is still down. As you can see, China is still down and we're near the lower end of the market. So I still believe that China stock market will go down further within the next couple of days. My view is that China should be able to come down to this point, 15,179. I'm pretty optimistic that this will happen. All right. Now, when it happens itself, likely the RSI will hit the bottom, then that is where maybe the market will recover a little bit. Now, do note for between Hong Kong and China, there's a gap here. Can you see that? There's a gap here itself. So if the market is going to be a technical, it may purposely just come down to hit the gap, just to bottom it out itself. Okay, because if you look at Hong Kong, it also have this particular thingy. I bring to you, Hong Kong. See, Hong Kong also have this little gap here itself, right? Hong Kong have this little gap, and I did share with my students that I'm quite confident to see Hong Kong trading down to a certain level, and that level is here. All right, this level, which is 24,244 level. Okay, this is my personal level that I think Hong Kong might be going. Of course, again, disclaimer applied. And of course, there's a little gap there, which may squeeze a little bit more to squeeze it out another 50, 80 points. All right, that's Hong Kong. Okay, so let's look at the today's Dow Jones first. Okay, go slowly. Now, today's Dow Jones opening price, as you can see on your screen right now, the opening price, the opening price of Dow today is between the two pivot, and the KSI is an uptick KSI. Can you see that? So it's more towards buying if the market hits some technical point. Now, MLP for today is at 35,970. So we are pretty nearby. If the market hit MLP and then rebound, right, the Dow can go back up again to the third. Okay, wait a minute. There's something wrong with my alignment. Hold on. Okay. If the Dow basically hit the MLP and rebound, the Dow should be able to go up to the new all-time high at 36,177. It is very possible. Now, only if the market breaks below MLP 970, it will go to the pivot 2 level, and that's 35,894. Now, I don't think the market will go down much after that because overall itself, the Dow is still pretty positive. So unless something drastic happen, if not, it will stay at 35,894 for today. Okay, so that is the Dow Jones. Let's look at the next indicator. That is the next market, sorry, Nasdaq. Now, Nasdaq has been pushing up from the very beginning of October month. The Nasdaq has been up for how many points? Let's take a look. The Nasdaq up by 1,398 points. That's a lot of money there itself. Almost about 13,000 US dollar for 0.01. Okay, so now what do you have over here? The opening price is actually between the two pivot once again. KSI is also jumped, so identical to Dow Jones. So if the market do come down MLP and stabilize, you can try. If not, look at it. We come down lower, right? Then you try. Okay, the lower level will be 15,827. MLP now is 39838. Yeah. Okay, so that is the Nasdaq, and let's look at the S&P 500. S&P 500 also the same thing, guys. Nothing much change. It's also now trading between the two pivot point, and if it goes down below MLP at 46.24, there's a good chance that it may go down to 46.05. So traders, just take note of that this technical point, which is the MLP and the MA, and the pivot 2. Okay, these are two levels that the S&P could be going down in the near future today. All right, so that is the S&P 500. Okay, so I covered all the US market. Let's look at DAX, shall we? Now this is DAX. Now yesterday DAX did very well. Of course, the new numbers aren't out yet. I believe that DAX is near this top. Okay, if you look at DAX, the last time DAX hit this point, it stopped there. So I believe that today it will gap up a little bit and then it may come down already. All right, so that's what I view on this DAX today. Now let's look at Hang Seng. Today, Hang Seng, the day chart. This morning, Hang Seng day chart opening price was actually pretty good up near the pivot 1. And KSI was a red color, so it's a down tick and it's changed color, so it's a sell actually. But initially the market went up first, and because it couldn't go past MLP, it came back down. I mentioned to them, if the market come down, we must start to sell. So they started to short, and then they managed to bring it all the way down and all the way down to P2 itself. So that shows the power of the Hang Seng in retrospect. All right, so that's why it's pushing it down. Now, if Hang Seng really go down, I told you the next target will be 24,244. So that is my view on Hang Seng. All right, of course, in between, if anybody want to exit from Hang Seng, say, hey, you know what, Cal, I think you're crazy. I want to hold. I don't hold so much. Can I just take profit here, here, here? Of course, you can take any profit anywhere you want. Taking profit is absolutely open to all students, okay, unless it's like specifically like some of the KCX, right, stuff like that. Okay, all right, so that is the Hang Seng, all right, for you. So all the indices is done. Let's look at commodities. Now, gold price, we have a bit of problem, guys. Gold price, we have a CCYR, yellow to red on the day chart. So, which means that likely the gold price will have to go down, and it's below MLP, below MA30, right? So basically today, you just only the MA30 is holding the fort. And incredibly, just now, the MA30 really kicked in. Let's take a look. See, everybody? Just now, right, when we're looking at the gold market, Hang Seng market, I realized that gold was ding-donging. After it came down all the way. And then once it hit the KTR -1 and also the MA30, it stopped there. You can see all the green dots appearing again. All right, so that is where the gold bottomed out just now. But whether can it sustain or not, that is another thing on its own already, okay? So for gold, my personal view for today is that it's a zebra, right? Yellow, red, yellow, red. So that means by right, today's gold should see a very interesting phenomenon. Either we're going to see a big rally, okay, a very big rally, or this market itself, right, will actually crack down more than you can think of. So let's take a look at this range of this zebra. The range of this zebra, we take the lowest point, which is here, and the highest point, which is here. The total damage itself is about 390 points. So not a lot, okay, 390, so it's about $39 from here, right? Okay, so which means that if the market breaks down, okay, if the market breaks down, the distance here itself, right, will be compensated by the market. Vice versa, this is what happened. Okay, all right, so do your mathematics, you will know roughly where gold could be heading in the coming time. Yeah, okay, all right, let's take note of that. Okay, my version 5.0 a bit different from yours because I took away the BNB. I only do it when I see BNB, then I do. But the rest of it, I already know that how the BNB works already, so I don't do anything yet for now. Okay, then we have the Nikkei. Right, Nikkei, you can see for the third day in a row, Nikkei start to stay above the KHRL itself, and of course the MLP is there. So MLP is following the previous day, so that's why the MLP is there. But in terms of MA30, MA200, right, it's basically show that they try to recover. When the market recover above MA, usually we see some buying momentum. All right, but at the moment now, Nikkei got a big gap there, and this could actually bring the market down further if it breaks below the gap. Yeah. Okay, so that is the Nikkei. And now we have the gold market. Okay, here's gold, sorry. I thought I went to the wrong side. This is gold now, gold for the MA30. I told you just now about the gold. Oops, sorry, wrong time frame. Okay, the gold price you can see over here. The gold price firm over here itself. So if gold can stabilize at 1780.6, gold can go back up again. Okay, if it stays above. But if gold basically breaks the 1780.6, it can go all the way down to the next KT pivot, which is now here. Okay, here. So today, if you notice this for gold, right? Today gold is an inverse pivot. It's inverted pivot. So inverted pivot, usually it will draw down towards it. So which means that if gold today stays below OP, it will draw towards this point. And that means 1774 is a high potential. 1774 is a high potential for this gold to come down today. 1774. All right, so traders take note that today is an inverted pivot for gold today. Okay, all right, so that is gold. Let's look at silver. Now, silver also did a zebra, yellow, red, yellow, red. So this one is pretty sizable. Okay, you can see that yellow, red. Okay, so this is a pretty sizable range. So if it goes down, the market may tap lower. It may go down to $23 flat level, right? KSI is red, so that means that the market, the selling will likely be there today. All right, so for silver this morning, you can see pretty clearly, silver opening price is actually below the MLP, below MA200, and also below MA30. Wow, not very nice, right? And after, if you look carefully, today's the silver. Wow, look at it, the accuracy of the MA30, guys. Look at the accuracy. The silver go up, right? And once it hit the MA30, once it hit, it couldn't go higher, and bang, came that down, very powerful. So now you understand why, oh, this is not a KTR level, it's not a pivot level, this is an add-on level, and this MA30. So in the morning, right, when you are trading here in the morning at 6 a.m., you already know this number called $23.55. And once the silver price hit $23.55, couldn't go higher, and if you shorted silver, not bad, right? You make about nearly about 10 to 20 cents from the silver movement down already. All right, so that's what happened. Yeah, pretty cool, right? Okay, so that's why next time make sure that you look out for all these MAs, levels, and stuff like that. and that's the reason why our MA is a straight line. We don't use the curve, the what they call the linear lines stuff. All right, so take note of that. There's a BMB at the bottom now. There's a bomb appear. That is to inform you that the market now is a BMB and it's a low at the moment right now. Okay. So that is the gold, silver. Let's look at crude oil. Now, crude oil, not so good, right? You can see today crude oil is below MLP and it's going to touch the MA30 very soon already. Crude oil is going to go down to MA30. So let's look at crude oil. If it goes below P2 at 81.74, today crude oil will go down. And last time when the inventories came out, right, it was very high. So will we see crude oil going down today? I kind of believe that it will happen now. All right, if crude oil go down, right, likely all the so-called these energy stocks will be trading lower, and also that may also bring down the Dow Jones a little bit. So watch out for crude oil today. 81.40 is MA30 level. Let's look at the MA. Let's take a look. Okay, it came down just now, missed the 81.40 and then rebounded. So my personal take is this: if let's say the market really do this and break below and come down, all right, cannot go up, all right, it will, if it comes down to 81.40, it may stabilize a bit, but if it doesn't hold and the news come out, right, we may see this happen. We may see as much as $80.47 traded later on, if let's say the crude oil price really breaks below the MA. So 80.47 is my personal take for today. If let's say crude oil price go down, now it's 81.72. Okay, if let's say it comes down, that will be the level that we're looking at. Yeah. Okay, so traders for crude oil, do kindly take note of that. Okay, so once we have done that, we are coming to the last part, which is the cryptocurrency. Now, of course, I have to admit this honestly, for crypto, I'm wrong. While crypto, Bitcoin, this shot up yesterday, all right, it went up to the high of 64,000 again. All right, now, of course, to me, I thought it was coming down, yellow to red bar, and I thought it's coming down. But instead, I think there was some news came out, and then, of course, even Singapore got involved, and the Bitcoin shot up to 64,000. But to me, this is still kind of high level. I don't see any reason to buy Bitcoin at this level. So the high happened to be the level that I mentioned usually, and that is for 64,000 level. So I still think that Bitcoin, as long as it stays at 64,000, surely the market will have more downside to go. The MLP for today is 61,000. The MA30 is 59,000. So if you look at it now, right, I would rather it come down, break MLP, and stabilize around here at 59. But of course, if we go drastic, it may go all the way down because the MA200 next level is 46,000 already. That's a pretty steep drop. But if it's possible, well, we've seen it before, guys. We've seen it before. When the market breaks certain key technical point, the selling can go down $9,000 in a single day. So it's nothing too new to us at this moment right now. So traders, just take note, right? For me now, I still don't feel like buying anything to do with Bitcoin at this moment right now. Now, Ethereum went to the high of 646 just now, 4600, and now pull back. Now, Ethereum is different. Ethereum is above OP. I mean, the OP is above MLP, above MA30, above MA200. Everything is all in line for bullish call. All right. And of course, Ethereum, there's so much benefit of using Ethereum for a lot of application, right? A lot of app. So that's why I'm more confident with this Ethereum versus Bitcoin. So I will say this upfront: if Ethereum because of Bitcoin do come down, if it come down to 39.66, it'll be a good time to buy. And if it's crazy enough to come down to 3,000, I think this is definitely die must buy level. This is the die must buy level. If it ever happen, all right, to buy. If it ever happen, if the Ethereum do come down to 3,000 again, you really must buy already. Really must buy already. Okay. All right. So that will be all for today's session. Pretty fast, right? Because now we have all the conventional chart all comes together. And then, of course, we just need to follow through the numbers and make money from the market. Okay. All right. So hopefully you enjoyed this session. Okay. It is my, it's happy for you guys. So for all my TWB students, if you want to join us in Hang Seng, do contact us through contact King Hua and he'll bring you in. All right. That will be all for today. Thank you once again, guys. All right, hopefully one of you will be able to make money, get the ADA coin later this evening.